My venture into entrepreneurship was to actually do a photo book. Normally I'm a news photographer every day, but I decided to do a photo book, and I wanted to do it on Burning Man. Now, I don't know if any of you all have ever heard of the festival Burning Man, but it's a 10 days in the desert. It's an event based on love, spirituality, acceptance, a ton of drugs, and all-night rave parties. And then at the end of the week, you just like burn everything down to try to leave the desert the way it was. So to do that, because there's nothing out there, everything you have to bring to survive, you have to bring. So there's a lot of checklists, a lot of to-do lists, a lot of boxes you got to check just to be prepared to go. So you have to have all your equipment. So I got all my tents, my sleeping bags, my 10 days worth of canned food, enough water supply to last me. My bicycle was in the back seat. My Toyota Camry was loaded down about as much as you can load down a Toyota Camry. The only thing I had to do, the last little box I had to check on my way out of town, was the spare tire in my trunk was flat. And I didn't know if I'd get a spare tire, but I thought I better be cautious, better check that box. So I stopped by a used tire store and bought a new used tire, had it put on. By the time I got my trunk closed again, the people who had done it brought my old flat tire back out to the car. And I'm like, what am I, that's, you know, you can have that. And they're like, we don't want your tire, we don't keep tires. And I'm like, I thought all tire places did that, and they're like, nope. So I had no room in the trunk or the back seat, so I put this flat tire in my front seat, and I leave Louisville with my co-pilot, and we're driving down 64 about 2 hours east of here, or west of here, towards St. Louis. Both of my back tires go flat. Exactly. Who would ever have imagined that? So I had to get towed, because I only had one good spare tire. I had to get towed to a shop, to a small town about a half hour away. Spent about half a day getting 2 new tires put on the car. When I was done and ready to pay the guy, I pulled the tire out of my front seat, and I said, I have an extra tire here, if you could take it. And they said, no, we can't take your extra tire. I'm trying to figure out what you got to do to get rid of a tire. I don't have a lot of experience with this. So now I've lost a half a day, and I have to hit the road, and it's a 2,200 mile journey, and I don't really have time to try to figure out how to get rid of this tire or what to do with it, and it's just become like this absurdity. So I decided, like I normally do in life, to embrace it. So I started posting pictures of me and my newly named tire, Rascal. Rascal flat, I know, pretty lame. So I'm posting it on social media with Rascal wearing my cowboy hat. We stop at the rest areas, and I actually pull him out and take him over to the dog walk area and walk him with the other dogs and take pictures of that. I took him into the hotel room at night and took pictures of him there. He doesn't snore, he's not a talker, he's a very good listener. We became very close. We made it the 2,200 miles out to the desert, and I also have pictures of us just sitting back and enjoying the sunset together. People were commenting and talking about it. So we had our fun at Burning Man, and then I had to make the 2,200 mile journey back. And when I got back, the oddest thing of all of this to me is more people asked me whatever happened to Rascal than asked me how was Burning Man. You would think the giant festival would be the question, but people just kept asking me, where's Rascal? What'd you do with Rascal? Where's Rascal? That was in September. Rascal's in my car still. I'm not lying. At the end of this event, if you want to come out and meet Rascal, he's in my back seat. I really don't know what to do with that tire. But he's become family, so I need to find like a field of tires I could turn him loose in. I don't want to, so. All right. Well, that was my little, oh, thank you very much. Oh, wow.